Hey guys, Richard Seller here. It is a Tuesday morning here in early November 2018. I got an incredible video from a client who we wound up taking her case about a gentleman or a manager in the middle of an interview telling her that because she's pregnant, he wasn't going to be hiring her. Now, there's a couple interesting elements. Pregnancy discrimination is prevalent in the video. He flat out tells her, I can't hire you, but maybe when you're done with your pregnancy, come back. But the other interesting issue is the fact that she's recording. Now, recording is a very tricky situation in the workplace in Florida. So first, let me show you the video, then let's talk a little bit. I'm a little limited here from a technology standpoint, so we're going to do this old school where I'm just kind of going to flip it with my hand and see if you guys can hear that. Okay, so hopefully you guys got the gist, but if you couldn't hear it or if it was a disaster the way I did that, in essence, what the guy said is, look, you know, I've had pregnant women work or try to work before, and it's undoable because it's a restaurant and things are busy and things of that nature. Okay, let me knock out the pregnancy discrimination aspect first because I think it's important. It is up to the pregnant woman, not the employer, to decide what she can and can't do in terms of her pregnancy. Assuming that because somebody's pregnant, they can't do the work without getting any doctor's note, that's illegal. That's discrimination. That's saying, I know better for your body than you, pregnant woman. That cannot happen. So by refusing to hire her and telling her during her interview he's not hiring her or counting her specifically because of her pregnancy, he screwed up. He violated the law. They have a problem. Now, let's talk about recording. I don't know if you guys were able to hear in the background, but there was ambient noise. This interview at a restaurant took place out in the general public, meaning at one of the booths in the restaurant, okay? Now, the rule in Florida generally is that you cannot record anybody, even on the phone, in person, in an office, without their consent. Florida is what's called a dual party consent state, okay? Other states you can record as long as one person consents, meaning the recorder. Florida, both people have to know. The issue becomes interesting where there is what's called no expectation of privacy. So this interview took place out in a public restaurant. There's no expectation of privacy. People can listen into your conversation. So this is a scenario where she is likely fine because where she was recording was in essence out in the open. Things are different when you're in a private office with the door closed and you start recording. That is generally illegal. And believe it or not, it may even be a felony in the state of Florida. I think it's a third-degree felony to violate the recording statute. So know your time, know your place, know your limits. If you are surreptitiously recording somebody where they or in the public would have a reasonable expectation of privacy, a closed-door office, inside a vehicle where nobody else is around, you may run into a problem. And we do have cases in our firm, and we see it fairly regularly, where a client will come to us with evidence that the guy said, you know, I hate black people, and it's recorded, and I can't use it because it was obtained illegally, and I won't even listen or look at the video because technically it's a felony. So there are occasions where I have to tell clients that might be great evidence. I can't look at it and I can't use it. So if you are going to record, which I strongly advise, if you don't need to, don't do it. Make sure it's out in the open, in a public place where the lawyer, like me, can make an argument that there was no expectation of privacy. This is a perfect example of that. We're going after this company. There's no way, no hell, no how. I was going to say no hell, no way in hell. Let's just combine them both. That a company can, on its face, tell a woman, a pregnant woman, that they're not hiring her because she's with child. Illegal. The recording is legal in this case. We're going to be using it. Let's go get these guys. Hope everybody's having a great start to the week. Remember, if you have any questions, visit us at www.floridaovertimelawyer.com. or you can email me directly, richard@floridaovertimelawyer.com, with any questions you have. I'm always happy to help. Have a good one.